RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Ooh, bang. Get a fucking gun. Yo, check the merch. The link is in the description. Check the merch. Hugger AR owner hoodies. All that. T-shirts. Whole bunch of other shit. I'm a bit of an artist, so I try to be artistic and graffiti-like with my T-shirt designs. So some of the designs are kind of simple. You know, Hugger AR owner or RPM, something like that across the chest, just something basic. But I got some hard-hitting, heavy designs in the merch store, so check that out. I like it. It's about to be the only thing that I'm really wearing. I already feel disgusted putting on anything that ain't my merch. I already feel like that. Finna give away a lot of clothes. Little bro finna be like, damn, bro, thanks for all the clothes. I'm finna get rid of all that shit. I'm rocking my shit. And yeah. What up? Who in the chat already? Sage, what up? Angel, what up? Yeah. I want to talk about a sensitive topic today. It's amazing. I've had multiple people come up to me when I'm doing open carry demos, and I open carry my pistol every day. So every day is the open carry demonstration to me. I've literally been doing this for years now. 5.5 years out on the streets with the AR-15 and the sign and all that. But for years, I can't, 2000, when did Trump first run? My license was suspended. I'm gonna tell that story on the Patreon and the documentary about my activism, about how I used to have guns a while ago when I first got into guns, and then I lost my guns. I lost my rights to bear arms. It was just temporarily suspended for about 2 years. I'm gonna tell that story. But I open carry a pistol every day. So I'm everywhere I go, I'm offering the opportunity for a discussion about gun ownership. And that's a big part of the reason why I open carry. Some people don't like open carry. They say it's tactically not smart. I beg to differ. There's a lot of other benefits that come along with openly carrying a firearm that you guys are just ignoring out of your fear of being the first target if somebody wants to do something. Man, get out of here, man. First of all, you sound scared. Secondly, motherfuckers that come around to do some bullshit, they be on tunnel vision. That motherfucker might not even notice you, bro. He know he finna throw his life away to do something wild. There's a good chance that he just won't notice you, bro, unless you're standing right in front of him when he wants to kick the shit off. Let's not ignore the possibility of you being a deterrent. Man, come on, man. There's a lot going on here, and people just scared of being hit first. Yeah, let's let him hit the. If he's gonna shoot, let him shoot the young cashier at the gas station first, so then you can jump in because they didn't notice you had a gun. It just sounds like a cowardly, almost like it's a decision based on fear and nothing else, almost nothing else. So I can't rock with that shit. Concealed carry is cool. Sometimes I might have to, and sometimes I do. I'm not gonna name the situations, but sometimes I do go, yeah, I'm gonna conceal this one this time. But anywhere, for the most part, everywhere I can, I openly carry my pistol, period. And you'd be surprised how many people come up to me during open carry demonstrations. I got this on video. I'm gonna have to upload it because it's a good topic to address. But some people recognize the propensity that I have for gun ownership and aggressive defense. They get it, and they're happy to see it, but they still don't choose the gun for themselves. And some people actually tell me why. And multiple people have told me it is because they, on their darkest days, they do not trust themselves with that fucking gun, and so they say they won't get one. And this is multiple people have fucking told me this shit. People who have admitted to being capable and willing to self-check out. They don't want to be here, and they think they might go there with themselves. They'll do it themselves. This is what they think and feel on some of their worst days, and because of that, they were on a firearm. And I had to tell them, thank you for recognizing that in yourself and then admitting it to me, a stranger. You don't owe me that story. You don't owe me that detail about your life. But for them to say that, this is why when haters hate on what it is that I do, I say, you just don't know me. I think it's fucking impossible not to like me. If you don't like me, you had to be an ATF agent. who don't like the fact that I'm dissing your fucking magical paper. I piss on the paper. Fuck you gonna ever do to me but expose yourself to being a bully whether you win or lose a battle against me. That's all you're ever gonna do. That's why I've been doing this for 5.5 years with the open carry shit. Because I want it to be known that if anything ever happens to me on a political level or involving law enforcement where things go crazy, y'all are gonna know this is what they did to the guy that's been out here soliciting hugs from strangers in public for years while armed as fuck. What's going to happen to me that's going to be where it's not going to be very clear that something is going on. I'd be a martyr for that. If that's what it's going to be, then it will the event will define itself. Let it be known that for 5.5 years plus and beyond, I've been out here soliciting hugs from the fucking public. Cops are always welcome as well to give the hug, and I have gotten a few of them. Do not misconstrue what it is that I'm saying for meaning harm to anybody. No, the fuck I don't. I mean protection. You're not gonna be able to say otherwise about me, man. How? Where from? From where? From where? Or would you get this story, bro? I'm the defender, man. I feel sorry for humanity, bro. I wish I had superhero powers, man. I'll make all the bullies back down, bro. I will save y'all from this shit because y'all not seeing it. And I do, and the call to defend humanity is never going to get the attention and the respect that it deserves from everybody that doesn't need to. But those that can see it need to be thinking very clearly about what we're dealing with and take it out of the fantasy section of your mind and place it into reality and just give it an honest observation about what the world is doing to you. Stop playing with the issues. You guys are playing with the issues. Voting again to think that this time around all of the fucking damage that's being caused by government business is somehow going to get us closer to freedom. You're out of your mind. We are closer than ever to a third world conflict, and that ain't my fucking fault. That ain't my fault. I get the point blame at whoever doing that shit, and they gotta stand on business about that. Cause it ain't my fucking fault, but here we are. Now, whoever's fucking fault it is, fuck them. The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's why people don't want to fucking be here. I do the opposite. Anytime the world get me down, I want to live for 300 fucking years so I can smack this bitch back in the face because I'm tired of being beat up by life and how life is being manipulated and then never look into them and go, I see what you're doing, man. Fuck you, man, for doing this to the one life I got. In the mix of all this government bullshit while they pretend to be fucking virtuous about something. You're not virtuous about nothing. I know your deepest, darkest secrets. I know all about the gematria, all the human sacrifice. I know about all that shit. I see you. The fuck? Makes me feel good just knowing that they can't fool me. I don't even give a fuck about the odds or nothing after that. If this is all I get in life, then let it be. That they tried to fucking play me and they couldn't play me. Like I could not see them when I'm looking right at them doing all of this bullshit. The fuck? Why is this shit okay with a world full of people acting tough about the wrong shit? Shut y'all soft asses up. The road rage shit, shut the fuck up. Nothing even happened, you can definitely shut the fuck up. The fuck you throw yourself out there into this instant fit of rage. It's the best example that I can really, I mean, there's a bunch of other examples, like people hurting their own kids, like all of, you can get, humanity gets psychotic, but the peace that is inside of a person to just be driving along and how full of rage somebody can be over a road rage incident, though it's not like I can't completely understand. I can understand it a little bit. I understand it, don't mean that I agree. Some people are willing to crash the fuck out over an almost accident in traffic, and I don't get it. Because when somebody tell you that the government is playing you, and you know you feel the fucking pain, y'all gonna run to vote. Y'all are way too docile too. Y'all ain't making no demands at all. You see government fucking it up over and over and over and over again. Your compliance with the shit is tacit agreement. They believe that you also agree with it. When you vote, they expect for you to fucking take the loss and not revolt. Because they have the expectation that you're just going to vote again to play the game. It's a lottery. That's how they want you to see like there's some kind of a chance. It's a gamble. They playing all of this shit. This is the fucking loop-de-loop around your fucking mind that you can't get out of. Do you think whatever smoked Kennedy did all of that to gain some kind of level of control or influence or position and power over some very serious things, and then they went away. They endeavor. They still here. Spooky, right? Now, stop trusting the fucking government. The fuck? If government was one dude, we'd have been beat him the fuck up. He'd have been somewhere, strung up. Gone. 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 He'd have been gone. Ain't no fucking way in hell we'll let one person stand up and say this shit. We would call him crazy. When it's something like government, y'all try to get in where you fit in. Y'all try to, if you can't beat them, join them kind of bullshit. Y'all do that. Y'all see employment. It's a gateway for fucking psychos that think that somehow they can't control their own fucking kids for life and they know it. Damn sure can use force violence, the threat of force of violence, arms, restraints, imprisonment. You can't even do that. To protect your kids in life, you gotta let them go out into the world. Even if they get themselves killed, you gotta let them go. But then you put the uniform on, and then you treat me like I'm your child. If you don't like the way something smells around this bitch, if you don't like the length of my barrel on the gun, then I can just shoot the same projectile of a longer barrel, allowing for a greater usage of the velocity available. The longer the barrel, the more you hang on to the intended velocity of the fucking round. It makes it stronger, and you can keep a more accurate shot at a longer fucking distance with a longer barrel. That sounds a little dangerous. The short barrel pisses them off. They gonna have to explain why, or they gonna have to shut the fuck up talking to me. Concealability is not the fucking topic of discussion in that, because you can conceal carry a Glock with a fucking drum with a switch on that motherfucker if you want to conceal some shit to create some fucking havoc in public on some dumb shit. You can do that without an AR-15. Tell them shut the fuck up. I can tell they fight is coming from something else. That's why it don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense when I try to apply it to the story that they're trying to give you. You know why? Because that ain't even the fucking reason. The reason is because they want to disarm your ass so they can keep you from being able to fight them well when they start bugging and they can't even hide it no more. When they cross that line where they cannot hide what it is that they're doing, they expect for you to want to fight, and they're trying to keep you from being able to fight them well. Period. If that's not what it is, man, tell me why it looked like that then. Why it looked like it. It looked just like it. This is why people don't want to be here. Because deep down, even if you're not pinning this shit the way I'm pinning it, to the fucking mat, 3 count, it's the fucking fight is over. I have you. If you're not doing that like that, your subconscious won't let you ignore the fucking truth that's all around you. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. The world is under a fucking spell. Hypnosis. And you know it. And it's fucking everything up. Because it's got to get people to zombie walk through this shit to obey the illusion of authority and then to play the role of that when we are all the same anyway. You ain't no better than me. You went to school with me and you a cop now? Fuck you. Who the fuck is you? You weren't nobody then. Couldn't tell me what to do then. You can't say shit to me now. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Man, fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The whole world is going psychotic. That's why motherfuckers don't want to be here. That's why some people don't want to carry a firearm for themselves. Because they know something wrong. And at the same time, these people who kind of feel like that, I'm not even calling them crazy. I don't agree with the option of self-checkout. I would never. Like I said, this shit make me want to live for 300-500 years. I want to stay here and fight. That's what I feel like. I like being here to see them and be like, man, I want to see where this goes. And I would love to see you get what you deserve too. You're not supposed to be here doing this stuff. Yeah, damage to humanity. It's just weird to me. How long y'all gonna let this go? I want to see. I want to know. So I want to be here for 200-300 years, 500 years. I want to see how all of this plays out myself. Other people don't want to be here like that. Make them feel the other way, bro. And hey, maybe they don't. Hey, if they can't make you fucking leave the party, they can't make you stay. I believe that there should be a level of freedom in the idea of somebody wanting to self-check out. I'm not promoting that. How would I ever be promoting that? When I'm telling you that I wish you would get like me, I want to live for 500 years. None of the fight about this fucking planet makes me not want to be here. It all makes me want to stay, man. It makes me want to be here. I want to see it. I want to have something to do with the true freedom and justice. I want to have something to do with it. Nobody's supposed to think that the bad guy, the bully, the control, the domination should ever persist in a world, especially in a country that calls itself free. We know that this doesn't feel right, and we know it. It actually takes violence to control it. Extreme violence, and that's what they're willing to do. extreme violence to control the human spirit, and it's going to take nothing less than that. You're going to need some other things, some other tools, deception. You're going to need some compliance. People are going to have to play their roles, man, and people do. Judges, lawyers, politicians, man, you guys are all fucking weird, man. Because before you got that job, I could have asked you wholeheartedly, man to man, what is it about my life that you can dictate or do to me? You would know that it was nothing, because you would definitely see me and recognize me as being very much less than your fucking boss. I'm not your fucking boss. How the fuck would that ever happen? I couldn't even pretend to walk with an illusion to even try to convince you that under any circumstances at all that I was your boss. How? I know that I'm not. I know that I'm not. You know that you're not. You can play the fucking daily game if you want to. You gotta hide back there hoping that no one can just see through the veil, man. Because you know what that means when people look at you and go, Mayor, I know you happy to meet me like I met fucking the mayor of Cedar Rapids. No, he met me. I didn't give a fuck about him. He saw me all decked out, bulletproof vest, AR-15, sign and all that. He looked me up and down, couldn't believe it. He bowed and nodded when he walked the fuck off. You know why? Because he's just a man. Before he was the mayor, he would admit that he was just a man. Maybe a man that was slower in a foot race, weaker in a fucking weightlifting competition, maybe even not necessarily any smarter or more intelligent than me in an IQ test or any kind of litmus test for mental capacity, any of that. Probably couldn't fuck me at all about a lot of things. I'm a better man. I would beat him the fuck up if I had to. In a hypothetical fucking fist fight, like he's not a big man like that, you know what I'm saying? He don't even look like a fighter at all. I wouldn't. It's not a man that I would be intimidated to fight. I wouldn't be so worried about fighting the mayor. He's not a physically intimidating guy. He's just a lesser man. He just happened to get this job. Now people go, he's the mayor. Who are you, Trey? I'm Trey fucking Vietnam. Fuck is you talking about? I'm the one. Is you crazy? I don't give a fuck about no mayor. Pseudo names and titles and shit. They mean nothing to me. On what level is he a better man than me? He met me that day. The fuck? But the illusion, bro. The illusion got y'all tweaking. Got y'all thinking that I sound like ego when I do this. But what about the men that do this and think that they have a total expectation to get everyone else to? You ain't got to agree with me. This is me in my own head. I feel the way I feel about me, and that's it. You ain't got to agree with me, like me, know me, or none of that shit. The mayor would insist on being respected, even by strangers, off of his title. Who cares? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You a man. The fuck? Do some real social work. Some real social work. We have a self-checkout problem in this country. People don't want to fucking be here. Figure it out. 65% of the fucking events where people fall victim to a fucking firearm combusting, exploding in a direction. When people take fire and lay down for life, no more life. When that happens in this country, 65% of it is people doing it to themselves. Self-checkout. Why? Figure it out. And that's how you curb 65% of potential gun deaths in this country. Stop the fucking playing. Either they're not that smart, or they are, and I'm super duper smart. Because they play this role as if they're going to save us from these social issues. 65% sounds like a fucking social issue about this self-checkout issue that we got in this country. Why are they not addressing it in that way about that and linking it to the fucking gun stats and saying, no, this is what it is. It's not even that hard to figure this out. As soon as I realized that it's not that hard to figure this out, that this is what's really going on, and they won't notice it, they won't point it out, can't notice it, or they notice it and then they actively avoid addressing it from that angle, then I'd have to say that I am morally superior to them or I am intellectually superior to them. But it's one or the other, so choose one. Choose one. because there's 65% of the women that got checked into a hospital for broken bones or serious injury, bodily harm. If 65% of the women that ever went to the hospital were sent there from domestic violence from a husband or boyfriend, we would definitely notice a correlation between those things. We would call it out because we will realize that if you don't address domestic violence, you won't curb this number that we're looking right at about injured women, health insurance, and any other stats the CDC or anybody else wants to address about women being injured and checked out in the hospitals, and if they fucking die or not, or have broken bones, or hospital bills and stats and the debt and all that. You can go take it from whatever angle you want, but it would definitely be calling you to the source of the pain, because that's the only way you're going to fucking fix it if you go right to the pain. Are they dumb? Are they stupid, or are they dumb? What the fucking fuck? Self-checkout is the problem. 65% of them is that. Better go there. You better go to that issue, or you're never going to curb that 65%. Figure it out, or I'm going to feel like you're either dumb or you're doing this on purpose, and there's a serious game of manipulation going on. And I happen to think that it's the latter, because I can't be that much smarter than everybody involved throughout the years, that no one stops on national news and say this is a self-checkout problem, not a gun ownership problem, and we need to address it in that way, or we're not going to fix it. And I need somebody to challenge me very directly about that with stats, numbers, and some peer-reviewed studies, or else we're going to move forward in this direction of addressing the self-checkout, and I'm not going to let you even speak from another angle, because you're going to be wasting our time, energy, and resources when we're trying to honestly fix the problem, and it look like you're not, because you just avoid the meat of the situation, bro. You're not giving us the juice, and you lying. This is the shit that I don't respect, and I hold the sentiment of checking them in high regard. And I feel so disrespected about what it is that they got going on that my life feels threatened, and I want somebody to tell me that I shouldn't feel threatened by this stuff, or else I will continue on waking up tomorrow morning feeling threatened by these motherfuckers who are either too stupid to recognize the real issue, or they are manipulating us while hiding from the issue, thus making the problem persist. 65% of the gun deaths are self-checkout, man. You know what the other 35% is? I don't know exactly, but a majority of it is cops smoking people in the line of duty and gangbangers doing shit. And y'all talk this black on black crime and blah, blah, blah. Man, fuck out of here. 65% of these deaths, man, is people. Gangbanging ain't even the biggest issue. It's not. And that's statistically true. And now I won't let you talk around me when you talk about that shit either. I'm not gonna respect a fucking word you say if you're not gonna fucking take these angles. You want to talk shit about black on black crime, quote unquote, get the fuck out of here. There's no such thing. We don't fight each other because we black, and if it's not an issue between us, I don't know how the violence can be labeled in that way. This is desperate people doing desperate shit to each other. What the fuck did you think was going to happen anyway? Desperation and drug use and or sales creates a very crab in a bucket kind of environment wherever those things meet, period. If that's a wrong observation, then fucking tell me that I'm not quite seeing life in the way that it actually works, and then quote me specifically, and then correct me right after that, or I'm not going to believe that you got the juice and that I'm stupid. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what the real truth is. So black on black crime, kiss my dick. There is no such thing. You sound retarded. Black people that say you sound retarded too. You're giving in to the racial divide when you go, man, black on black crime, we doing this to each other, we gotta stop. Man, ain't no nigga gonna get no fucking slack cut for him if he robbed me. If he robbed me, I'ma smoke his ass, and I'm not gonna cut him no slack because he black, because he didn't cut me none because I was black when he did that shit. Shut the fuck up. Black on black crime. Get the fuck out of here. Desperate people need to not be so fucking desperate, and then the crime will stop. People that want to self-check out need to stop fucking feeling like that so much. We got to help them. There's something that can be said and done to help them. Fix that, or you're never going to fix this fucking 65% of the gun death shit that you all want to fucking cry and boo-hoo about. Then fucking fix it the right way by addressing the real issues, or get the fuck out of my way so I can do it. Y'all pissing me off, bruh. All this fucking crying and shit all the time and won't fix the fucking problem. Very unmanly, you tough ass manly motherfuckers. Shut your bitch ass up. Correct me or get your shit in order. The fuck? It's not ego because I think that I'm right about everything. It's a fucking panic that I want y'all to fucking try a different fucking train of thought so we can fix it. Damn. I just want it fixed. I want the shit to stop. And it pisses me off when it won't. Because motherfuckers won't be real about shit. Y'all don't want to be real about nothing. If they lied to your black ass about who you was, they lied to that white boy in the same fucking classroom, you jackass. You don't know. He don't know either. I think that if we had a fucking truth about the human history that we can fucking gather and find and make this top priority to understand who the fuck we are so we can know where we're going instead of all this fucking military conquest. And we hyper-focused on that. How about turn the lights off every now and then? Maybe on the night of a full moon. Y'all like that moon worship shit every 28 days. There's a cycle to y'all fucking rhythm, the gematria and all that. Huh. Every fucking 28 fucking days to turn all the power out in the fucking major cities of America for 4 hours. 4 hours. And say, hey, you guys want to observe the fucking stars and all this shit that's up here? No light pollution tonight. Take a look. Every fucking month, take a fucking look. That's where you are. Bro, did you forget? I think y'all forgot. We got something to talk about. What is this stuff? Where are we? Who are we? What is this? And we all stood together to do that instead of standing together talking about how to bomb the fuck out of each other. And to what avail? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking psycho. If you made it, you're a psycho. If you got the opportunity to make the choice to push the button on that shit, you're a psycho. If you support them at all, you're a psycho. If you enlist in the military knowing that you guys have the capabilities of doing these things and then nobody's talking about a solution, but you're so smart to make these amazing weapons, you're a psycho. I get to call you a psycho and you are. I would have never made that shit. I would have never made that shit, bro. Why would you make this stuff, man? And then look at black people and say, black people, and black on black crime. Shut your stupid ass up. If you're on a fucking team of nuclear physicists to help them fucking create, develop, and further develop the technology and the weaponry, you're a psycho. Fuck your degrees, fuck your career, you're a psycho, psycho, maniac, mass murderer. Yeah, you are. Yeah, the fuck you are. Ha! Don't say shit to me about the length of my barrel. Nothing. I'm not gonna respect you. I don't even fucking hear you anymore. Do something. The fuck? This is why people don't want to be here, bruh. So many of y'all feel like me, at least a little bit, and you ain't want to face it, man. It'll drive you mad. It'll make you want to fucking address them or not be here. You know how many people out here say, man, oh, if the fucking conflict goes up, man, I'm not going to even want to be here, man. I'm going to embrace the entire fucking show and just say this is what life is. I could have died. I could have existed and died 500 years ago a horrible death. An uncountable number of horrible deaths have befallen humanity. How many fucking children has the ocean eaten? Talk about a scary death. Huh? Death is out here for your ass. I tried not to care so much. I just care about how much of a benefit to the spiritual path of freedom can I be to humanity while I'm here. That's what I'm worried about, boy. The death is gonna come. And what's the damn shame is that it don't come for the ones that deserve it the most. Who's at the fucking forefront of all of this fucking political control? I don't have to like you if you're trying to control me, and you know that this is simple stuff. They want you to be hypnotized by the paper and all of that shit. In reality, if you just ask them man to man, anybody, I don't give a fuck how much money they got, if they're part of one of these royal families, the king or the queen or anybody, you just look them in the face and just ask them, how do you think that you can rule me? Because you think you're a descendant of Jesus or something? You haven't even proven the Jesus story to me. I am fucking unconvinced, actually. I believe it's deeper than that. I believe it's way deeper than a bloodline. It's not. This bloodline thing is weird to me. It's not a bloodline thing. That's a channel of thought inside the game. Once you step yourself outside the game, when you try to think like the guy that you're searching for, what you will realize is that once I'm here, plugged in, tapped in, an observer of all of this reality, once I'm in here, I am a representation of the one true consciousness that y'all might call God. I am a piece of that because I am here in observation. I can't be it all, but it can't even tell its fucking story of its own existence without me. You see how that works? I'm in this bitch, and so are you. Once you look at it like that, I don't understand why the manifestation of your existence here, based on skin color, region of the fucking planet where your peoples came from, and the differences between us, all of that are games inside of the one. They can't define the total truth. And the total truth is we are one with the all. We are one with the great consciousness. All of us are. And we can't be placed higher above each other over superficial things like skin color, the time in history to which you showed up, which you don't choose any of these things, your cultural history. We all have a common source if you really look at it. Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty don't appear to be related, but they all exist in the fucking PlayStation universe, period. They're all renditions of what it is that consciousness of a PlayStation network can even offer. And then they play their part, but they're all a part of the PlayStation network. Like we're tapped into something. Whatever it is that we're tapped into consciously, that is us. All of us tapping in from the same place because there can only be one source to this shit. Nothing else would ever make sense at all. It's the all, man. We are part of the all. All of these other little games in between that's keeping us from peacefully navigating this experience to try to discover what the truth of the experience of consciousness is. We should be focusing on that. As soon as it gets derailed by all of these other little social issues that have to be created, maybe even out of trauma, really, the slavery and the racism and all this other shit, deeply embeds a trauma in a human experience that will derail us from the default position that we had with even being a part of the great consciousness, man. That is to observe, experience, and try to remember, to try to climb back, to elevate spiritually, intellectually, to ask yourself how beautiful and mysterious consciousness is, to even wonder what it is. What is this stuff? This is amazing. This is a beautiful thing to just be in here to touch shit. I don't know what the fuck this is with this meat suit and the five senses and shit, but I like being here, but I know that this is not who I am. I can feel it, bro. There's no way that this is who I am. There's a consciousness here that could not derive from a rock or all of this material stuff. It must be it's somewhat in a way separate, that we are tapping into something else from somewhere else. That all makes sense. As soon as you start talking racism, government, skin color, old school, new school, all the sort of shit that I go, that wishy-washy childish shit, there's a big ass thing going on here. Don't ask me where I got my shoes from if we're taking fire from an enemy. You're concerned about the shoes? You like my shoes? We're taking fire. It seems like we are just so distracted from a bigger issue that we lose ourselves admiring our own shoes, and we'll walk right off a fucking cliff. Just the dumbest shit, man. You guys are retarded, man. Humanity is fucking retarded to be given this gift of consciousness, and then you lose it in military games and racism and fucking. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all crazy, man. It's a sad state of affairs here, man. The planet is rated R. All this shit is fucked up, and I don't know, man. It's sad, man. I wish life was peaceful enough that you can just kind of ponder all of the weird, mysterious stuff. But between the pondering and the depression that some people go to, shout out to the people that might be suffering from depression right now, or if you had before, or if you're going to find yourself in a state of depression later on in your life. Just know that the world doesn't revolve around you. In the midst of the game, it does not. But on the flip side, always remember that you are the center of your own existence. You're the center of the universe, because your consciousness is here, and you're beaming out energy and experiences and interactions, and you're receiving the universe inside of all of your senses, because you are an antenna. and you are beaming out and receiving signals, and you are the center of that exchange, and that does make you the center of your own universe. And inside of that, you have the power to really observe your life and make it mean something, because you have to do that. And I do believe that hey man, they can't make you stay at the party, they can't make you leave, and vice versa, man. Uh, it's sad, man. If you feel like you don't want to be here and you're willing to do something to yourself about it, I feel sorry for you. I wish that you would stay. I wish that you would fight for some beauty. I wish that you would fight for something, some reward, some trophy or something in life, so you can say that if life was going to put you through something, you were going to leave with something. You have to leave with something. Be proud, be happy, change the world for the better some way, somehow, even if it's just inside your own family, with your own kids. Do something great. Please try to do that. And if not, hey man, you don't have to be here. I don't think you don't have to be here, man. And so some people are not gonna like the way that sounds when I say that, but I don't think you should be able to make people stay here. This place is whack. I just so happen to think that it's whack enough that I want to help it. I need to give 300 years worth of service to helping humanity. I need 300 years, minimum. Peace and love to y'all, man. RPM Trey Vietnam. Shit, man. Consider microdosing some mushrooms or something. Maybe I'm not condoning that, but I've heard studies and shit, and read some things and seen some shit, and have some very smart people who studied this shit say that the psilocybins and other things, man. Hey, there's magical things here to kind of help you cope and help you tap in and help you reconnect with a greater desire to ponder your own existence here, man, to see what this is about, and to just be here, man, as long as possible, with the least amount of pain as possible, and enjoy your life, man, because we don't know where the fuck we came from or where we're going, but it's something, and I should be able to peacefully sit and try to figure out what that is and how I feel about that. And I shouldn't have to worry about planes flying overhead to do anything to me about somebody else's business. I think this is a psychotic situation we got going on, man. Peace and love to y'all, man. Don't let them do it to you. They're trying to play you with the only life you got. You should be offended. You should be fucking offended. Come and go. Oh my goodness.